Another type of text to create is multi-line text, and that's going to be a little bit more paragraph style text. I'm going to erase our single line text and start with multi-line text. And the best way to do that, you'll see your cursor, your crosshairs, and in the lower right should have some text started for you from the text style that you've set current. You're going to draw a box, and this is roughly the area that you'd like to work with for your text. So as you're typing text in this space, it will wrap when you reach the edge of the text box. You can also change the text font, style, size, and many other options in the ribbon bar above. So if you look above, you'll see that we have our text styles in the upper left-hand corner, and if you scroll down, you can choose different styles, and as I'm hovering over each different one, the text is changing along with the style that I'm selecting. So allow that to change. If you wanted to, you can scroll down and select a different height of text to work with. You need to have the text highlighted first to do that. So you see that becomes very large, and we'll leave it where it was. You can apply a mask to your text, and so what that does is anything behind the text will not be visible. And this is particularly helpful maybe in this case right here, where you see that it's crossing many lines and could be confusing to read if you don't have the text pretty well defined with a background. So we'll go ahead and give it a background. If you use the match feature, that will match your text in style to some other text that's already created. You can bold, italicize, strike through, underline, overline. Some other features I don't use, change the case upper to lower. So there we go. If you accidentally created a bunch of text in lowercase and realized you just needed to have it in uppercase like we normally do, you can do that very quickly. I'm not going to clear it. That's our font style and our layer by color, but let's keep our font style by the style that we have current, and our layer should be the layer that we have current, and in this case it will be L-text. Now this is something you can play with as a block of text as well. You can change the justification, and let's say it's top center. So now we have our center line showing, and the text is justified along those lines. You can change your text to a different justification pretty quickly. Paragraph text. Distribute it evenly so that way it fills your spaces, whatever you need to do. You can also adjust the line spacing, give a little bit more space between the lines, and you can add numbers, letters, bullets, any of those features. So let's move along. You can create columns out of your text. You can adjust the height. You can create a static quantity of columns, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as many as you like. This could be helpful in creating legends or tables. This feature is helpful for us as well. So we can create degrees, our degree symbol. We can do center line, property line, Let me show you those. You would go to Symbol and add our center line. I'm going right past it. Center line, there's a symbol for it. Property line, L, plus, minus, and diameter. Also, symbols that we will use in landscape drawings. So plus or minus, and diameter. Okay, so we have some options there. Now, if you're not a terribly great speller, go ahead and do your spell check and run that. So you make sure that you have some options. Typically, a word will be underlined, and you can repair the text if it's not spelled correctly. When you are complete, you can close your text editor box, and it will be fixed into place. Now, it's not permanently fixed. You can double-click on it, and this will return, and you can edit any of the text you choose to. So edit with double-click. Okay, so those are my types of text for you to work with. We will just be creating the text from this lesson, which is a small amount of information right here, and we'll move on to M leaders and dimensions in the following exercise. Let me erase this, and we'll move on to the demonstrations for the assignment.